Hey Spice. Hey Paula. Hey Tommy. Hey guys, we coming, we coming, we coming, we coming. Just waiting for my guest, waiting for my guest. Hopefully she gets here. If you are watching a replay, you could just skip past this and get straight to the show. How you guys doing? Hey love. Baby. I know I spelled her name wrong. I'll spell it right when I correct it. But this is more about boundaries and self-love, right? About boundaries and self-love. And the things that we trick our minds to believe, to call it love. These are the things that people do to trick their minds. Like we have heard of the cheating scandals, but guess what? It always existed. It always existed between Danae and Derek Jackson. So at some point in time, it takes some people like a lot of years to get it. So at some point in time, like what do at what point in time do you take credibility? Because it's not just them. It can't be just them. Even though she says she was a willing participant, but that doesn't take away of, saying I didn't love myself. You even though something tragic happened to her at a particular point in time, and she shut down. But at one point, she was saying stuff, but she just wasn't doing stuff. But we're gonna start. We're gonna start this. Well, hold on. Let me let me share. Let me share the video. Hello, anointed by God. Welcome. Anointed by God. Well, we're going to listen to this, right? Now, it's not to bash. We will not be bashing, but we still have to break this down. We still have to break this down, baby. We still have to break this down. Don't forget, if you didn't hit the like, please hit that like button. Thank you very much. I will surely appreciate it if you hit the like. Let me cut this music down. Now let's go. This is Sorry, Miss Jackson. Whoo, I am for real. Derrick Jackson meant to make you cry. Forget all his apologies and alibis. He's not sorry, Miss Jackson. Matter of fact, I would change that name so fast. I would change that name so fast and get my name back. I wouldn't even want to be part of that man. You already got the kids, girl. I would not even want to keep. I would change my last name back to regular so fast, make his head swing. I ain't playing. I don't know what I did. Hold on. Oh, okay. Aye. Where did it go? Oh.
Your husband at what age and how'd y'all meet?
At 19, we met. At 19, we met in business calc class at Tuskegee University.
Hold on. So you met him shortly after your rape experience?
I did 3 weeks.
3 weeks?
3 weeks after I met him in class. Yes. Right. And so then we add on another layer, right? I went straight into a relationship. Even though it wasn't like immediately we started dating, but I met him and there was interest there. I went straight into that without even acknowledging dealing with the rape. I pretended like it never even happened and got myself into a relationship unhealed. So
what attracted you to Derrick?
He's very charming. He's very charming. When you see him, he has a charisma and a presence about him that is just like, it sucks you in automatically. And so, and then he's very funny. And so that humor drew me in as well. Of course, he has the looks to go with it. So
there's he don't look all that.
Yeah, it's a perfect balance of it all.
He don't look all that.
And so when you first saw him, did you just see him as somebody that, oh, I'm interested in him? Where is he pursuing you, or y'all start off as friends and it evolved to something greater?
No, so I actually was very quiet. Again, I'm pretty quiet overall and to myself, but he see me in class. I was the quiet girl in class, and he was like, "Hey, are you a model?" I was like, I used to do some modeling, right? Because I had all these pictures of me doing.
This is red flag number 1. This is a red flag. We was talking about red flags earlier. This is red flag number 1. Be careful how you meet people and how they come up to you. Remember, a vampire job is to suck everything out of you. But they come as charming people. They come as charming people, right? Now, a lot of this video, I'm going to skip past. I'm going to skip past some of this video. We ain't going to play it all because it does belong to, what's the name of it? I'm sorry, sir. My future wife. We're going to give credit to my future wife. If you haven't checked out that channel, go check out the channel. All right, now let's go. Are you a model? After she said, I don't know if she's going to say it again, but this is after she said she had pimples all on her face. She was heavy set, but he found the one thing that she wanted to hear.
Doing some modeling stuff from high school and all that on my little binder.
Yeah.
You know, I'm still having this high school mentality with all the pictures on the binder. So I'm like, this is cool. I'm going to put all these picture collage on here, right? And so I had all that on there. And he was like, did you model? And I was like, I used to do some modeling. And he's like, can you tutor me? I was like, yeah.
So you wasn't just a quiet girl, you was a smart girl too?
Yes, quiet and smart, right? And I had these crazy braids in my hair that were not upkept. I had pimples all over my face. So it's like one of those classic movies where it's like the ugly duckling, smart girl in the corner, and then all of a sudden, look at this face,
So he sought her out. And he chose her for quote unquote as what she thinks. This is what narcissistic people do. He sought out the girl who he said she has no self-esteem. Look at her. I know I can get her because I know I look good. And she doesn't feel that way about herself. So I know I can get her and will her in. See, that's how he willed her in. He souped her head up. That's the old saying. But he souped her head up. Now, let's carry on.
You're right. And so it was like one of those classic fairy tale kind of stories in that regard. But he asked me to tutor him. We met up in the library, and I'm so awkward.
I'm gonna skip a little bit
being in this relationship. So
and so how did it transition from you being his tutor to him tutoring you in some things?
That is good. That's good. I got schooled, okay, for years. No, after the tutoring, we were having conversations nearly daily. Like the first 3 days, it felt like I know him for my whole life.
Yeah.
And literally, we were on the phone, sleeping on the phone, like those first 3 days, having all kinds of
Another red flag that narcissistic people use against you. When you say to yourself within the first week or a couple of days, hey, Coffee, bring your butt up here, baby. I need you. That's right. Click on that button, girl. Click on the button. But that is another red flag. when you say to yourself, oh my goodness, it felt like I knew him forever, that means run. Anytime you have these feelings in the beginning, this is red flags of narcissism. I got you, baby. Yeah, so that would be another red flag. So first, they seek you out. Out of all the girls he could pick, he chose you. And you never asked yourself why. You just been through a bad experience, and within 3 weeks, that harm, that that trauma wasn't healed. And within 3 weeks, you meet Mr. Narcissistic Man. So you may not told him what happened to you 3 weeks ago, but they can feel it. They can feel it. They can feel it. Right? They can feel it. And that's why he chose you. Ain't none of this your fault. Ain't none of this your fault. You just ain't know. That's why I said I'm going to point out the red flags. Remember, we're not playing the whole video. I'm just pointing out the red flags.
Conversation, it was like, oh my gosh, I know you all my life. This is a fairy tale.
Again, I know you all my life. This is a fairy tale. I cannot tell you guys enough. When you're dealing with a narcissistic person, that is what you call the Prince Charming stage. The Prince Charming stage. First, they seek you out. They smell if you have any insecurities or any needs. Hey, baby.
Hey, darlings.
Did you see this?
Bits and pieces. I'm having fun catching up, though.
Because it's like for her to meet him in college, and I'm talking about the narcissism and red flags at the same
I
time.
could write a book about the narc, honey.
Right. So this is a perfect example. I mean, the way she tells the story, and being that she's telling it, the way he's asking the questions.
Yeah, it's good.
Right. So that's the way he's asking. He's telling a story which a lot of women, or it could be men, but I'm only going to say women because I'm a woman. But if you're a man, the same rule applies to you. But he's pointing out from the beginning to the end how narcissism starts.
Yes. Because it starts out beautifully.
Mm-hmm.
It starts out like a beautiful symphony.
And like she said, too good to be true.
Uh-huh.
Right. So she said the key words. Within 3 days, I felt like I knew him forever.
My narc gave me a key to his beautiful, lavish home within like 8 days. He came to my job and brought it to me literally in a box. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So she said, number one, they seek you out, right? Her seek out was big girl, pimples, pimples all over her face. Her hair is unkept. But out of all the people, he came to her. So that's how they pick you. And the same rule can apply if you are working.
Yeah, they literally seek you out.
Because they smell. They only could get you, like I was saying on another platform. They smell out your needs.
Yes. Yep.
So wherever you are at in life, we all have needs,
Mm-hmm.
especially women, and it's all emotional,
Mm-hmm.
right? So
Mm-hmm.
her need was, she thought she was the ugly duckling,
Uh-huh.
right? And even though her childhood played a little role in it, as she said in the beginning, you know, her mother had her at 14, at 16, at 16, and her father was 18. And then on top of that, he ended up getting a woman, having two brothers, and his wife didn't accept her, and he was all about the boys, so she became a little tomboy, even though she was big. But that wasn't her need. Her need was to feel beautiful. And that's why when he came up to her, the first thing he said to her is not hello. The first thing he said to her is, "Are you a model?"
Oh yes, they don't get you by happenstance ever. It is
Right.
always.
So, and you know damn well if she's sitting there, but she didn't realize it. But you know damn well if you sitting up there looking all unkept, right?
Uh-huh.
as she
Uh-huh.
say, as
Uh-huh.
she say,
Yeah.
you know damn well he know you as not no damn model.
Sugar, let me give you the opposite. My narc sought me out through my kid, right? She was 5 years old then. She used to go into his place of business with my aunt. He knew me from coming in there as well. I didn't know him. Long story short, he groomed my kid first. He would always speak to her, talk to my aunt, the whole 9 yards. This dude stalked me. First of all, I was way they don't just get the little mousy chicks, right? Because I've
Mm-hmm,
been bad forever. You know what I'm saying?
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
He
And I'm
knew.
glad you admitting it too,
Yeah.
because a lot of people keep thinking, "Oh, it won't be me."
No, no,
No,
no,
stop
no, no.
saying that.
Mm-mm,
Just be
mm-mm.
blessed. Just be blessed. You ain't come across a, a knock, or I just
Uh-huh.
call them vampires,
Uh-huh.
because that would sum up all of them. Because we keep
Sugar, I
saying
stayed in that
knock,
thing. I
but some
stayed in
people.
that thing for years.
Yeah, because I don't want to just say knock, because you could be a sociopath, you could be a
Mm-hmm.
psychopath. So when
Mm-hmm.
you say a vampire, that will include all of them, right?
Every last one of them. He
Right.
knew I
So we're
was
gonna
out of
call.
his league. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And a lot of these women, I'm like, stop acting like, oh no, not me. And if it was me, baby, these
Mm-mm.
knocks out here
Baby.
don't care about none. Baby, remember, they smell your needs.
Uh-huh.
So if you're a working woman, right,
Mm-hmm.
and if you is about your life, then your need will be for somebody to pamper you.
Whatever your need is, they're gonna oblige you.
Right, right,
Oh
right.
yes.
So if your need is, oh baby, you just got home from work, let me rub your feet. That is a
Whatever.
need.
Whatever.
Right. So stop thinking that, oh, you so it
Mm-hmm.
had nothing to do with that, because everybody has needs unless you work within yourself and fulfill your needs, and you don't need nobody to fulfill your needs.
And
Right?
sugar, let me tell you what happens then. Even then, you get people. I call myself a recovering empath, right? That sees a hurt baby bird, and you're not trying to save the world, but I could help this cat. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You know, you gotta know that somebody cares about you, man. No, don't feel like that, And the whole while you think you're helping them, they're clowning and fooling you.
Oh yeah, we spoke
You can
upon
be
this in
fooled.
the other live. Yes.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah. You're trying to help. You are genuinely trying to help, and the
Mm-hmm.
whole while they're plotting and
Yeah,
scheming on your ass.
but you're moving too far. We're
Uh
gonna
huh.
get to that. We're gonna
Okay,
get to that.
let's go.
Because like I said, this whole thing breaks it down. The way he asks her the questions, it breaks it down step from step to step.
Good. Yeah, let's go.
She said, "Let's go."
Let's go.
That's why you was talking. I was just changing the title. I just jacked up the girl's name and everything. Shoot,
How do you pronounce her name? Deny?
Danae.
Danaea.
But she'll go. She's gonna say denied for sure. It's funny that she says that. All right, let me just say that. I want to spell her name right. I'll spell that next time. Right. So again, just to catch people up, just to catch you up. Hey, Jack. Oh, she made it to the class. Hey, sis. Now I'm gonna rewind it back for the both of you guys, because like I said, we was just talking about red flags on my sister Marlene's channel. And the way, oh no, where you at, sis? She gonna come back up. I'm gonna rewind it back a little bit for you guys. And she's going to take you through everything that you need to know about how people get trapped off with narcissistic people. Come on, Marlene. Come on, sis. Come on, sis. Fix that internet. Then I got to come back on tonight, girl, because even though I was going to wait for tomorrow, because that's his next Nature Nuts. Oh, there she go. Hey, sis.
Hey, I hear you now.
Yeah, but I'm going to take it back a little bit, because from everything I was telling them, we were just talking about the red flags today. And the way the story is breaks it down the way it's supposed to be. So if anybody who has been in here, you're going to hear it again, okay? Because I need the input from my sisters. Remember, I'm going to be skipping through it.
Table, and I'm just like this.
Way across.
Yeah, way across. And I'm just like, okay, are you ready? And he's like, why are you? Yeah.
So right? You wasn't just the quiet girl, you was a smart girl too?
Yes. Quietness of it all.
And so when you first saw him, did you just see him as somebody?
Now, listen, we're going to start to how they meet, right? How they met. Let's go.
Of it all.
And so when you first saw him, did you just see him as somebody that, oh, I'm interested in him? Whereas he pursuing you, or y'all start off as friends and it evolved to something greater? Or
no,
what?
so I actually was very quiet. Again, I'm pretty quiet overall and to myself, but he see me in class. I was the quiet girl in class, and he was like, hey, are you a model?
Red flag number one. Red flag number one. Now, let me catch you up, because I don't want to play the man whole entire video. She's heavy set. She got pimples all over. I think she's going to say that. She got pimples all over her face. And her hair is unkept. So he know for a fact she's not a model. But I told you, these vampires find a need, your needs. And that's what they focus on. So, like, what is missing out of your life and what are your needs? So everybody's needs are different. But her needs are, as she's going to say, she is the ugly duckling with the Prince Charming. So he doesn't even walk up to her and say hello. He walks up to her and say, are you a model? No, but she didn't catch on. That's a red flag.
I can't believe that she didn't see that as something to be aware of.
Sister, you're gonna be seeing a lot of stuff. You're hearing a lot of stuff you can't believe. That's why I said we got to break this down, okay?
But you know what? She probably already came in, just meeting him. She was looking for someone to validate herself also, I believe, because she probably was dealing with some low self-esteem issues as well.
Well, that too. And then on top of that, 3 weeks prior, she went to a party with her friends or whatever, and this guy took advantage of her. That was only 3 weeks prior, right? So she didn't even get that healed. And then 3 weeks later, for a person who has gotten taken advantage of, if you know what I mean, you're googly-eyed for this man So you didn't tell nobody. She didn't even tell nobody she got sick on the manager job and what the guy done to her. Now, 3 weeks later, you meet him. You still the little heavy set little girl, and bump. If you really look at her face, you can still see she still has a lot of bumps on her face, right? So that's red flag number one, and I'm glad she's here to illustrate exactly what we was talking about, sis. I'm so glad she's illustrating it. So, number one, they meet you and they come off with something that will make you smile real quick.
An immediate love bomb.
Yes, yes. Mm-hmm.
I was like, I used to do some modeling, right? Because I had all these pictures of me doing some modeling stuff from high school and all that on my little binder.
Yeah.
I'm still having this high school mentality with all the pictures on the binder. So I'm like, this is cool. I'm going to put all these picture collage on here, right? And so I had all that on there. And he was like, did you model? And I was like, I used to do some modeling. And he's like, can you tutor me? I was like,
can you tutor me? You went from can I be a model? Can you tutor me? Red flag number two. He already sought her out. He already knew her needs was she felt like she was the ugly duckling, which she's going to say herself. But we'll continue.
Yeah.
So you wasn't just a quiet girl, you was a smart girl too?
Yes, quiet and smart, right? And I had these crazy braids in my hair that were not upkept. I had pimples all over my face. So it's like one of those classic movies where it's like that, the ugly duckling, smart girl in the corner, and then all of a sudden, look at this face,
See, that's a red flag. See, what he did now is another red flag. Number one, she should have realized, listen, this ninja playing. That's like you having a bad day and you looking worse. Not saying that you cannot still attract people. But they're not going to come to you like that. You a model. Now you know damn well all these bumps on my daggone face. My hair's unkept. It's like you having a bonnet on with a bunch of things on your face. Somebody talking about you a model. Now, I'm not saying that you still can't get people with a bonnet and stuff on, but they will come to you like, how you doing? Or maybe y'all will be conversating about something else. And then they'll see you in a different light. Oh, this girl got some brains, or, good conversationalist. But they're not going to come to you and say, are you a model? But he knew that was a need for her, and that's what she needed to hear. Now, that's another red flag. These red flags come so within 3 weeks. You're going to hear so many red flags within 3 weeks. No, 3 days. I'm like, damn, girl, damn.
Yeah, because that mess moves quickly, man. That mess moves at warp speeds.
I just shook my head. I was so glad. It's so crazy. After I watched this, my sister Marlene came on. I'm like, girl, you got to see this. Oh, let me start by saying, rest in peace to Tina Turner.
For real, for real.
Yeah, I'm shocked still.
Yeah, rest in peace. And I'm like, that she was a staple, man. A staple in her living what she was living through. I meant to start off by saying rest in peace to her. Our blessings and everything go to her and the family and to the industry and for all that she has done and she has accomplished, but rest in peace because you're simply the best. All right, let's get back to these red flags here.
You're right. And so it was like one of those classic fairy tale kind of stories in that regard. But he asked me to tutor him. We met up in the library, and I'm so awkward. He's like I'm sitting on the opposite end of the table, or lack of diversity in school, and so it was an adjustment. all around. And so I had to get used to that because he introduced me to a whole new world of Black culture. I got my Black stripe going to Tuskegee. And
All right. I think I skipped a little bit, but basically what she was saying was another red flag. She says fairy tale. Remember Prince Charming? I felt like I knew this. I felt like on a conversation, she says, I felt like I knew him forever. Remember, I told you, when they move too fast, another red flag. When you feel like it's a fairy tale, another red flag. I mean, within 3 damn days to 3 weeks, he done gave her every damn red flag that can be. God damn it. That's why I'm glad when my sister put these videos out. And we gotta keep combating these things because these girls gonna have to learn. They're gonna have to learn. Jeez. Within 3 weeks, she went from a model, looking like a model, to being intelligent, that he needs a tutor, to calling her constantly. For her, giving her, she said he was charming.
In a hot 21 days.
And also he asked for her help in modeling. That's the biggest red flag to me.
Just a part of you coming to me, calling me a model when I'm looking like a piece of Raggedy Ann. Hold up now. Shoot. I'm like, Ninja, if you don't get up out my face. Not to see if you're looking good, but you heard her say it. I'm heavy set. My hair was unkept. I got pimples all over my face. And she sat in the back of the class. So Ben was scooping her out in class. He's like, let me do. Unsecurity. Not unsecurity. Unsecure. Beep, 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 beep. Y'all can put your own words there. Beep, beep, doesn't love herself. Beep, 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 beep. Y'all can put some words there, but he targeting at all of that. Ugly duckling. Beep, 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 beep. So he's like, damn, she needs this. I'm going to supply this girl her needs. Remember, they supply you with your needs in the beginning, because right after that, you will be supplying them with all of their supply. So it's your needs first. Go ahead, sis.
And he also knew her sitting in the back of the class, maybe her body language and everything. He could tell that maybe she had some low self-esteem issues, or had some, according to how she was dressing, pimples on her face. He knew that if he told her she was gorgeous, she's beautiful, she's a model, that it was going to get her attention and get her to like him even more. So that was the automatic trust thing he started all of this off with.
Because keep in mind, Marlene, they seek you out. It's never just happenstance. It never. Never.
And they plot. That's why people, when you think that you're first meeting them, no, you're first meeting them. They're not first meeting you, unless it's like a gathering or something, But even then, people will go, who's coming? Right? And they'll go, such and such coming. Well, how her friends are like? Well, this friend is like this, that friend is like that. So a lot of times people done told about you. They're told about you, not meaning to do it.
Didn't I tell you, Sugar Mine plotted on me for 9 months? He told me out of his own mouth. Didn't know him from a can of paint. He knew every single thing about me. Everything.
Like mines, I threw mines for a loop, right? Because he thought he knew me. He thought he figured me out. He thought. So I put a lot of boomerangs up in there. So he had to reassess and find other ways.
Oh, I'm still throwing firecrackers at his ass, but he knew how to get me.
No, I'm talking about like when I first met mines, right? Like, you know me, I'm a humanitarian. I give to the world. I'm key. But that's when you see me like on the outside, because that's just me naturally. But when I'm inside, I don't call me, don't bother me,
Facts.
no nothing. You understand?
I can
So
dig it. I'm with it.
right. So when he was thinking, remember they like to tear you down. They want, so the isolation he couldn't do because I don't be bothered with people.
Yep.
So all of this trying to change my life, but this what he thought, like, oh wow, she's so friendly. I can't wait to take all these things from her. And then like people don't knock at my door. A lot of people about it. So I sort of kind of threw him for a loop. So he had to change the game plan.
Made him
He
switch his
wasn't
style
ready
up.
for you. He wasn't ready.
He wasn't ready.
You know what? Actually, he was a very good match for me. I'm just so sorry that he was a nerd. But again, he had to match me. Remember, they match you. So if you remember, they're already intelligent. But if wherever you are, that's where they meet you, and that's what a lot of people don't realize neither. So if you is just like you could be in entertainment where you could be rich or whatever, and then another rich person, you're not thinking about it, they're gonna meet you where you are. So if you're smart, they're gonna be even smarter. Or if you're this, they're gonna be that. Whatever they could do so you guys could feel in sync.
Yep.
Yep. Like this is my soulmate. Like, oh my God, I finally met my soulmate.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever
This
television shows you watch.
the one that I was dealing with, my narc. He was always telling me, I found the love of my life, and
Mm,
I'm not complete I'm not complete
mm,
without you. My life had no meaning before you came into it. All of
mm,
those, all of those
mm.
words, and I just didn't know. I was just too young. Nobody had warned me. I knew nothing about it. I just thought I had been swept off my feet.
See, and same thing with this chick. She was swept off her feet. That's why I said. That's why I tell people all the time. Depending on the damage that's done, because some people lose everything. Some people, especially women, even if you're a man, you ever see people say they left me with nothing? I had my own business. I had this. I had that. I don't have nothing. I mean, they suck you dry. But let's get back to all these red flags. So, whatever red flags that I have forgotten that I said, please tell me. Hopefully, you guys will remember. So, we went from not hello, but are you a model? Again, that's a red flag. The first thing that came out of his mouth, but he knew she had a need. So instead of her not saying what, ninja, not to see if she looked good or whatever, but she knew that she was not looking good. So right then and there, she didn't know, let me not deal with him, but he made her smile. They're very charming. Well, let's go.
And being in this relationship. So
And so, how did it transition from you being his tutor to
Oh, here we go. I didn't fast forward it too much.
him tutoring you in some things?
that is good. That's good. I did I got schooled, okay, for years. No, we after the tutoring, we were having conversations nearly daily. Like the first 3 days, it felt like I know him for my whole life.
Yeah.
You hear that red flag? Prince Charming. Within the first 3 days.
Wow.
Man, I felt like I knew him all my life. Right? That is another, remember we just discussed this. When it's too good to be true, with that
It
Prince
usually
Charming,
is.
she doesn't understand that is the mask that's on. He got that mask on. I told you the way he asks questions and the way she explained it, she really describes the narcissism from beginning to end and how once you're in, you are trapped. Our job is to show you, since the first thing that came out of his mouth should have turned her around. But narcissistics, knowing that you are a woman, they know that we lack some things and we have some needs, and they they lock in on you and they horn your ass. Sorry, YouTube, but let's go. So again, another red flag. I feel I knew you all my life. And I'm Jack. Please, my beautiful sister. Oh, thank you, Jack. I'm telling you, I look so forward to your morning blessings. Or but if you can, drop my sister Marlene, if that's the one you want her to drop, sis, please drop her a link in the chat, because I am her co-host. I don't care what she say, but I'm her Wednesday co-host.
That you are.
See, that's how people should be in relationships too, right? See how I say what I want, and then she may go with other people, and I'm like I was playing. I was at a meeting, and I'm like, I know I'm selfish. No, we can't share her, right? And then we like, no, but we were talking about like at the meeting, like as her being. So I call my senior citizens like my sugar babes. I call my senior citizen best friend my sugar babes, right? I'm like, no, we cannot share her. See, you gotta be authoritative, and you gotta say what you want and speak what you want. But and yes, I am. Like when people go, oh, you sensitive about stuff. Yes, I am. And I don't think that you don't want me to get sensitive, because if my feelings get hurt, guess who else feelings is gonna get hurt?
Yes.
So people have to be. Don't defend yourself. Whatever they call you, as long as it's not out your name, be that. Oh, you don't like to joke? No, I do not like to joke. Well, you're very sensitive. Yes, I am very sensitive.
Me either, sugar. I'm not a jokey. Like, as much as I like to laugh, I'm not a jokey person.
Yeah, and then you know what? Own it.
Yeah. I do.
Sensitive. Now I was reading something that she said, you know how men say, oh, you so sensitive. We were talking about that today. Yes, I am. I don't like that joke. Yes, I am very sensitive. Now you got it. So now he gonna know that I can't joke with her, and she is sensitive. So but you always gotta let them know. And yes, my feelings get hurt real quick, and you might not like my clap back. You understand what I'm saying? So if you are sensitive, you don't have to hide it. So then they will know, let me not play with this person so much, because they are sensitive. They're not going to get the joke. And I just may piss them off, but depending on the person. But wherever you are, if you are that person, then be it.
Yeah, I've never even attempted to hide it. Both my parents were the same way, so I got a double dose.
I tell people to be in it. Yes, I am highly sensitive. Mm-hmm. Yes, I am.
Mm-hmm. I am an artist, and I am sensitive about my shit in real life.
We got to stop changing it. Yeah, yes, I am sensitive. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, but you know what they want? They want to have something that will affect you so badly that they can have you under their thumb.
That's
but if
right,
you're stronger than that,
go ahead, sis.
Oh, and I was saying, but if you are stronger than that, like if you don't use that to paralyze you, but you use whatever you are to empower you, that's where they can't touch you. They want somebody who is sensitive, but then they don't know how to go past that. You can't use it like it's fuel.
No, but if you are, right, it's okay to say, I am, and don't play with me. Now, if they after you already told them I am this, and they still choose to do things, then you gotta go, because that means you're not respecting me. If I just told you I'm sensitive, and you want to do something insensitive, you just set yourself up, because I just told you this. So that means
that too, sis. A lot of times we see things and we don't like it, and we'll get upset with them. but we don't do anything about it. You just say you don't like something, but you keep putting up with it.
Oh, you're going to hear a lot of that. Oh, my God. If you're going to hear a lot of that, sis. Whoa, Jesus, Mary, Joseph. Oh, you're going to hear a lot of that. Oh, I don't. I'm like, girl, I can't feel sorry for you. I would like to, but we'll carry on. But this type of video, we really have to do commentary on because it's supposed to be my response video. So we really going to have to do it. I'm going to have to skip a lot of it, but let's go.
And literally we were on the phone, we're sleeping on the phone, like those first 3 days, having all kinds of conversations. And it was like, oh my gosh, I've known you all my life. This is a fairy tale. I love you. You know,
I love you. 3 days. In 3 days. In 3 days. I'm trying to tell you how these people move. Them daggone vampires move, baby. Within 3 days. He had her. He ain't
Damn
even,
it, man.
not even a whole week.
Damn it.
Damn.
This mine happened on the first day.
Whoa, Marlene.
Yeah. I go back and I think about those things, and I was like, wow. Yeah, it was the first day.
Well, you just heard me say this fool brought me a key to his place in 8 days. So let me let me shut up.
She wasn't here.
Yeah,
She wasn't
first
here.
day.
She wasn't here. She wasn't here. She wasn't here when you said that.
Yeah. 8 days, Marlene. This fool brought me a key to his place.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but he already knew what he was doing, because mine said he was watching me for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They definitely seek you out. You are being sought out. It is not a chance meeting, believe me.
And remember, whatever your needs are, the narcissist, that's like they treat every woman different because it goes according to your needs. So that's why when people say they can't get me, yes, they can, because you may have self-esteem, but they may come in. Remember, if your need is you want a partner, then they're going to come in as a partner. So you think. You understand? Like if you're an artist, they're going to come in as, because they are so intelligent, they know a little about everything. So if you're a musician, they're going to talk musician stuff with you. Whatever you are, that's what they are.
They're going to meet you right there.
They're going to meet you where
right where you are
at.
Yep.
If you're a person in humanitarian, now they're human. Whatever they mimic, whatever you do, basically. They mimic
and
whatever
guess
you
what,
do.
sis? Mine said he was an artist like me, but I never
See?
saw none of his art.
Mm-hmm. They mimic whatever you do. Red flag.
Yeah.
Wherever you are, that's what they are. Whatever your enjoyments are, that's what they enjoy. Whatever TV shows you like, they like that too.
Yeah, Marlene, mine claimed to love music as well. Could not cite one Coltrane jam. Man, where you come from? And you're older than me. Do what? Okay.
Mm-hmm. Red flag. Ding, ding,
You
ding.
should be
Red
raising
flag,
an eyebrow, but we don't know. A lot of times we just don't know.
No, we don't know because, like I said before, when they feel that need, we feel gratitude. So that makes you overlook a lot of stuff. Like I said before, if you're really, really, really hungry, and then somebody bring you something to eat at your worst time or whatever, you're so thankful that they brought you that food that you're going to give them gratitude, or that person is good, that person is all right with me. When I was starving and had no food, they brought the food. So, which means that was a setup. So you don't see nothing else. All you do is have that gratitude for that deed that they did. And that's why a lot of us get caught out there. Because at that point,
guess what happened? Mine told me, he said he came along to be my savior. I'm going to save you from your past.
Oh.
What the bonds come around for? Shit. Oh, I don't know. But I don't know. I guess he wanted to bring down like my way of how I see life. You know, people, because they don't have no empathy, no sympathy, no love, no nothing, right? Ah, thank you, Jackie. Jackie has now boop boop. You should have put life for Marlene, because that's where you do your with these talks on Wednesdays, right? So again, within 3 weeks, she should have ran, but she's in love. So let's carry on.
Like, when are we getting married and having kids? Like, it was
Were
all
you
of
thinking
that.
this or were you saying this?
All of the
Y'all were talking about
yeah,
marriage and stuff?
not necessarily marriage, but it was definitely
Having
like,
kids?
I like you. Like, I've known you my whole life. This is so easy.
Yeah.
Like, where have you been?
Yeah.
You know,
Another red flag. Where have you been all my life? Another red flag. Prince Charming. Oh my God, you are the best. That's what the Prince Charming syndrome is. So again, you're fiberglassed it. I don't even know if that's the right word, but it sounds good, right? It sounds good. It could be right. So where have you been all my life? Yes, my Prince Charming who came to get this ugly duckling. Red flag again. Remember, it's only 3 weeks. Let's go.
oh, this is right here in this
19
moment.
years old.
Yes.
Where have you been all my life?
Exactly.
All the 19 years of my existence.
Exactly. All 19 years of my life. I miss you. I love you. This is what, you know, and so it was great. It's pure ecstasy. And so from there, we spent pretty much every day together. And
remember, I told you in the beginning. All right, sis. In the beginning,
I'm back.
they're going to find nothing but time for you. Nothing but time for you. For people that's supposed to be so busy, they're going to, because they know it's not going to last long. So they're going to give you all this time. That's another red flag. Giving you too much time in the beginning. Another red flag.
That's why the longer it lasts, the more horrifying and terrible it gets.
Hopefully, Marlene writing these things down so we could bring these up just in case some we missed out on. But she's a perfect example.
I got my pen and paper.
So don't forget. You remember the first one. Don't forget the 3 days. No, don't forget the moment they met. You a model. Why you looking terrible? Boy, bye. Well, let's go.
And about 1 month after just meeting, he asked me to be his girlfriend on Valentine's Day. So that was like our unofficial anniversary for years. Yeah, he had this big old heart and he had his shirt off and he was like, will you be my girlfriend?
He had his shirt off?
Yeah.
Now, again, red flag. He's a football player, right? He played football. She's an ugly duckling in her mind. Then he comes to her a month later with the heart with his shirt off. Why? That's fulfilling a need. And I got this man. God damn, I got this man. He got this body. Oh Lord, thank you, Jesus. And he want me. Another red flag. Yeah, that's it. That's we in the month, sis. Yep. This is within the same month, sis. This is only week 4. This is only week 4. All that happened in 3 weeks. Within a month, the 4th week make a month. We didn't even get to the 2nd month yet. All of this is going on in 1 month. God. As you go on, I'm like, child, I don't know if it's sorry for you, I don't know what to say about this, but let's go. Only could do commentary. That's it.
Yes, he was fine too. I was like, yes, Danae, look at you. Everybody thought you were a nerd, but here you go.
That's what I'm about to say. What were people thinking? Here you were, this quiet little nerdy girl that you said that had pimples all over your face, but then you get the
doesn't match.
You get the sexy. What did he play football?
He
or
did
anything?
play football.
So you got the sexy jock. Like,
Yeah.
what was that about?
Fire. Like for me, that's what I was thinking. Like, listen, Danae, you have upgraded. You are coming into it, right?
So, as you see, he set the hook, line, and sink. He made her believe that out of all the girls in the world, I chose you. So now that gives her a sense of, I'm better than the rest of them. That could chime in at any time.
I'm just listening to this mess, waiting to hear how it ends.
You know how it ends, dang it.
Yeah,
I
we
am
all know how
listening.
it ends.
I'm listening with bated breath. I literally am. God damn it.
That's what I said. That's what I said. Watching
Sugar,
this.
y'all just don't know, man. My nieces, and y'all only have one kid, my daughter. I listen. Auntie preaches the narc sermon every chance I get, even to my nephews, because these little broads are getting slick too.
Got the Jezebels, yeah.
They're getting slick. You hear me?
And this is other lady I'm gonna introduce you guys to, right? But that's gonna be coming up because I ain't playing with y'all women. We gonna get y'all straight, okay? And this is other lady. Oh my God, I came across her. Woo!
I'm
I've seen
glad
her
you do these
before.
kind of things. I'm glad you do these kind of shows, Sugar. And I have to keep tabs on Marlene too, because I usually watch a little bit and turn them off because they piss me off. These broads piss me off so bad. I can't
Yeah,
take too much. Yeah.
that's why when you do your own like now you're giving input, so people need that information. So you could take what piss you off, but like, nah, this how you do it, or yeah. So
Yeah, that's why I like when you do the shows, because otherwise I'm just here punching the air by myself.
oh gosh. And I'm like, I've never seen so many red flags. But the first red flag was day one. So the other 2 days were, God damn, I'm in love. I'm in love. I'm like,
It
God.
shouldn't have gone past the first day.
But y'all know what? For real, a lot of these young women, nobody is teaching them anything. I used to always tell my daughter, when I'm dead and gone, you're going to say, well, that lady knows she could talk her ass off. But everything I say is going to come in handy at some point in your life. Trust me.
Mhm.
She said, girl, you don't talk too much. Keep telling me, child.
Now, my daughter, the opposite. You tell her go left, she is sure enough going right.
That was me. Sis, talk. That's me. It didn't matter what my mama said because I couldn't see that I was with a narcissist because I just thought somebody came along and my Prince Charming, come on, like we in Disney. My Prince Charming has come along and came to rescue me from my past.
Baby, like with mine, I had two actually, right? I'm a magnet. Right? I am a magnet.
Yeah.
Hey, Faithy baby. But it's okay because I'm set in my ways. So certain things that I'm the one that my first one, because I'm set in my ways, but I'm really young. So at that point I used to like to fight anyway. So I'm like, well, let's go. Not knowing that was abuse, not knowing that was narcissistic. You understand what I'm saying? I didn't know these things because I'm still young and
Yep.
I'm fresh out of high school where I'm living in an area that's all we do is fight. You understand? Where I'm in that type, so it's still in me. Like, ninja, what? And all I fought was boys and men anyway. Like, I know you to put your hand up, and I was good with my hands, and he never caught my face ever. But I didn't understand the isolation part because I'm like, no, I ain't turning nobody loose because nothing becomes before my mama, and I didn't have my daughter yet, but my mama and my sister and my nephews. See, once you got to set them boundaries first. They are not to be talked about, but that's how I always been because that's how much. Remember, my nephew at that time, even though he's not my biological child, but that's still my first child.
Mm-hmm.
I know
So
about that, sis.
Yeah,
right, so,
my niece is my first child.
right.
Yeah.
So that is a no. And wherever I'm at, he at. So
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
like,
see, my red flag in all of this, sis, is he was like, well, if you're with me, you're gonna have to start letting her mama take care of her
Mm, mm.
or take care of him, my nieces and my nephews. I was like, excuse me. That's when he touched a nerve.
yeah,
I was like, say what? What did you say? Everything else, all the red
yeah.
flags, all the stuff he
Hmm.
was saying before, I could have let everything go. But when you tell me I can't do what I want to and I can't spend time and take care of people that I love, I was like, nah, brother, you got to go.
That's literally the beginning of it.
Yeah, because see me, like I said, I didn't have my daughter yet from him. So it's not like you was talking about that's my child. Remember, I kept him. And then I let him go see his mama when I wanted to let him go see some.
Mm-hmm.
Right. But that was my baby. So speaking upon him, or even pertaining to my sister and why, don't even ask me no whys. That's my child, my non-biological first child. So, like you said, everything else, what's up to your baby? Everything else I can't excuse. But them things you don't play with. Right? So I didn't, but again, that was the isolation part and trying to get me there. But I'm not knowing that, but I'm still myself. So being that that is me, so you think, oh shucks, well, he come with the package. Yeah, we a package deal, ninja. Now, but I didn't understand he was trying to get all that away from me. But you can't tell me to get away my child. I don't care if he's not biologically mine. You know. And then when I have my daughter, now we have two kids because he's still with me. He's still with me. What? He ain't going nowhere. Well, let's go.
And so I think I think there was a lot of hatred overall.
Yeah.
You know, most people didn't say a whole lot, but I think there's a lot of hatred about it. And then it's like it doesn't match because he is more outgoing
Yeah.
and personable. And I'm just like, you know, literally awkward black girl that went to a all white high school. So there's a balance there. White or wheat? I made white or wheat. You like the crust on or what?
Yeah, you trimmed the little crust over. All right.
Now, when she first met him, the first thing she started to do is spoil him. Right? Being there and watching somebody video, I'm gonna skip through it. But the first thing she does is start spoiling him. And this is like after a month, maybe 2 months. She's making the sandwiches because I'm gonna keep my man. And I keep trying to tell y'all dumb women, stop following these man-fear pink pill people because they're trying to condition you because they don't know how to be men. So they want to condition you because they don't because of their ego. So and she probably been taught that to keep a man. I don't know how your mama was 16 when she had you, but even who could be from grandparents or whatever. In her mind, oh man, I'm gonna be the best woman possible. Baby, how you want your stuff? So she made sure she cooking for him and everything. She because and that don't keep a man.
Want to know some of the best advice I gave my daughter?
Ooh,
Don't treat your boyfriend like your husband.
I'm gonna treat them both the same. Shoot, y'all gonna serve
Mm-mm.
me.
These young folks,
Y'all
got it.
serving me. It's
They got
about
it all the
me.
way twisted, sugar. You cannot treat your boyfriend like your husband. Now, see, we did. Women our age did. These clowns, you better not. You'll be a girlfriend the rest of your life.
Well,
Baby,
my mom always said, stop giving away the milk until they buy the cow.
I'm telling you.
why give away the milk if they can?
You can get the
Why
cow
give
for free.
away the milk? They can get the cow for free.
Get the cow for free.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh
Yeah,
gosh.
because if you people, but the whole thing is that you think that you're being a good woman.
Mhm.
That's how they play you because that's how we're raised and molded in society. That you're not a good woman unless you take care of your man. But if you're not getting anything in return, you're not getting anything. They don't deserve to be treated like a king if they don't treat you like a queen.
And that's facts.
And then with me, I change up real quick, right? I'm terrible. I don't care.
So Sugar,
I
you
I
worse
could,
than a Gemini, huh?
I can love the heck out of you. It could be the slightest thing that just like that. I'm like, ew, what I'm doing. Ew. Like it could be like he could choose something the wrong way. And I'm like, ew.
Sugar, you sure you're not Gemini?
No. But it be the slightest thing. I could go from love to ew real
Because that
quick.
is
Like
me
this,
all day long.
like this ninja. And they were like, I start acting different. I don't know what you That's how my grandmother said it too. Oh, I turn on you real quick. I'm like, oh, that love. Like, oh, look how it be the dumbest stuff. For me, it's the dumbest thing. Like, why he gotta walk like that? Ew.
Ooh,
Uh,
child, it's me.
sis, for me, I was just like, one day he was just like looking at me. I was like, ooh, right now you just getting on my nerves. Just the way he was looking at me, I was like, oh, why are you looking like that? You're so annoying. I already knew that was the beginning of the end. If somebody just look at you and you can't stand them, I was like, yeah.
Oh Lord, I tell you. So these men be thinking they got me, but I'm like, please, I'm like, don't. Or they could say the slightest thing. I'm like, I don't want you. And then I start skating, and I leave real quick. And people were like, oh, but you never gave it a chance. I'm not. I'm not.
I did and I quit.
Like, I don't like how he eat. That
I
don't like how he walk.
I don't want no more.
It'd be the dumbest thing, right? I don't know why I do that, but either way, the thing was, I didn't know about narcissism, but as you know, I have had some blowouts, but never changed me. But I've had some blowouts because they had to get physical, because mentally they couldn't get to me. So it had to get physical. Like, that's why I say each person, they're not going to serve you something different. You know, one was physical and one really tried to get in my mind. And I'm like, shit.
Sugar, I wish a mother lover would.
Hmm.
I wish a mother trucker would.
Okay, let's finish watching this Narcissism Class 101.
Around the side
Sure
up.
did. Real story.
Cut into a little heart and give it to him. That's our
Exactly.
anniversary sandwich.
Exactly. I actually really did that. Believe it or not.
I
It's a
know
true
we
story.
all trying to do the best we can with whatever gesture we had at that moment.
Yes.
So I love it. I love that they call it puppy love.
Yes.
I love that moment. And so y'all were in college together. You were 19. Are y'all around the same age?
Yes, he was 19 as well. He's 5 months older than me.
5 months older than you. Y'all both 19. Y'all both in college. And when did it change from dating to engagement? How long did that take?
9 years.
9 years.
Yes, we got married 9 years later.
9 years later.
Listen to this roller coaster. God damn.
Strung her along until
So-
it had to go ahead and break down and marry her ass.
I don't even know how she ended up getting married, but again, she hasn't corrected her needs. So he's fulfilling her with her needs.
Because in the interim, can you imagine how much sugar honey iced tea went on in 9 years? Wow.
Oh, you're gonna hear right now. Let's go.
Wow.
It's a long time.
That's a long time. But it makes sense when you start off at 19.
Yes.
You know, so you got married around 28.
Yes.
About 28.
Yes,
That's how old I was when I got married. So you're 28 years old, and y'all were in a committed relationship. Were there any infidelity or cheating
All right,
during
sis.
that 9 years?
I can't really say commitment is a big word. So let's tone that down a little bit. Commitment is a big
Well,
word.
got tone the word commitment down.
We do.
Y'all's in
hear
a
that?
relationship.
We got to tone it all the way down.
Okay, we're gonna
Bring
tone
it
it down to
down.
Danae. What we're gonna
So
call it?
we're gonna call it a situationship.
Y'all was in a situation.
We was in a situationship for a long time.
So y'all never.
So from the beginning, she knew it was a situationship. From the beginning, he was cheating. From the beginning, she was cheating. That's why I said this. Girl.
So when y'all,
So when
after 3 days in love, y'all didn't say, let's make it official?
we were technically official, but there was a lot of on and offs agains, right? In that. So that's why I say when we talk about commitment, we got to tone it all the way down. We got to go back to the elementary level of the word and start at the beginning.
Yeah, start at the beginning.
And,
okay.
And yes, there was commitment at times.
At times,
but there was a lot of on and off again. Okay, and through college and even after college, lots of on and off again. And so leading up to our marriage, we were actually off. Right, we were actually off. We were living in North Carolina at the time, 2015, going into 2016, late 2016. We went our separate ways because there was other people involved, and there had already been other people involved even in college, right?
Now, you've been sharing that man since college. He been humping around, and then he came back to you because he knew you will always open the door.
Yep. Old faithful.
He done pumped and dumped and dumped and pumped.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, she didn't even leave mentally, Dior. She stayed there mentally and physically.
this poor child.
I'm like, God, he done changed you. You since after he done hooked you. God damn it.
And I mean, she was a kid, 19.
Yeah, but she didn't get married till she was 28. So you wasn't a kid no more, but he was still dogging her since college.
9 years.
That's why when she said, well, y'all wasn't committed, well, explain that. He doesn't have to explain that. The answer technically is yes or no. You could have said, I thought.
Mm-hmm.
So it wasn't no situationship. But we'll carry on. And this is going to be their whole entire, from what you hear now, is their whole entire
the whole relationship.
I'm like, God damn, girl. That's because he know you have not fixed yourself like a lot of women.
That's true.
They always leave that door open. Yep. Hey, Miss Leo, what's up, baby?
Hey, Miss Leo.
They always leave that door, lock the door.
Put the damn deadbolt on, for Christ's sake.
You know, the dog out. No, they only come to you to get their thing wet. That's it. However, whatever relationship they was doing out there, right? The grass wasn't greener. So until they meet somebody new, they need their thing wet. So after they wet their thing enough, they're still looking for a new suspect, a new person. But until I meet that new person, I'm going to there's no feelings and emotions behind it. He just wanted his thing wet and knew that you have not, whatever your needs are, you have not taken care of that. So he knew the door will always be open. God damn it. I didn't know what to say with the story, sis.
Insult.
Be specific. Other people, what you mean?
Other women. There was.
Did you ever have other guys that you were dating?
In college, there was a guy, Fabian, who I was talking.
Say the man's name. You done said the man's name. Fabian, mind his own business. He's watching the Dear Future White podcast.
He's not blue. And we had the same car. His was just like 2 years.
You said you and Fabian?
Yeah, we had the same car.
Y'all set it up.
So we would be at work conspiring, and there's actually a group of us that are in marriage.
I have actually been a customer help.
Now, what she's saying is, because she like to play games too, right? So, being that, let me see where she at.
you were cheating on your husband. And I was like,
So basically, she played the old game. Well, if he see me with another man, maybe he'll get jealous and treat me right. No, he's a narcissistic person. He's going to use that against you. Duh. But she don't know that. She don't know that. She figuring she want to show him. But so she got a friend to say, hey, let him see us together. Not knowing what a narcissistic person, you're not supposed to play them games. You don't play games with narcissistic people. Because either if you was with the guy or you wasn't, you still gonna have to pay. You're gonna have to pay for that. Everything you do with a vampire, I'm gonna say vampire. Everything you do with the vampire, you have to pay for. They gonna get you. I don't care how long ago it was. That happened in high school. In college. They're out of college now, and he's bringing that up to her. And now she has to explain it.
okay, okay, maybe I was emotionally cheating. Okay, I'll give you that. In college, 9 years before we ever got married, so I didn't cheat on my husband, but it was like, no, you cheated on your husband while we're in marriage. I'm like, no, you can't use that because we weren't married at the time. So
Did you have an emotional affair with old Fabian? Did you like him?
no. No, I did not. I was dealing with some severe heartbreak, like the things that I seen Derek doing with other women at the time, and I was really attached to him. And then you have to think I was coming off of that rape trauma.
Yeah.
And so I never dealt with, that I never talked to anybody about. And so there was a lot of turmoil that I was having. I wasn't thinking about, oh, Fabian is this guy that I'm trying to be with. I'm thinking, how am I going to get this guy back? But then at the same time, I don't want him to leave.
Lose him. Yep.
But
you want him to feel the pain, but don't lose him.
Right. And it's like, what?
But then you're not even speaking up about what you saw.
Exactly. Right. So these are all the issues that I brought into the relationship. Lack of communication.
And the fact of not speaking up was the same thing.
No, you ain't bring nothing in that relationship. One thing you should not do and never do is take no blame. I don't have to communicate to a cheater. They're going to still stay a cheater. Shit. And then the minute that you bring it up, he's going to bring up, oh, well, that guy you was talking to. Nigga, that was 9 years ago. Shut up. But let's go.
That you practiced when you were sexually assaulted.
Exactly. So it just carried over. And I didn't realize the power of not speaking about the rape trauma until super. And when you seek, you shall find. That is a true biblical verse. So if you don't believe in the word of God, listen, let me tell you, when you seek, you will find. And when you find, you have to know what to do.
And what's so bad about it, people will find something, but then they won't do nothing about it.
Exactly.
Because they weren't prepared to leave.
And that was me.
You was like, I'm gonna find it, I'm gonna bust them. And then like, what you gonna do? Because you're not gonna even tell them that you busted them.
I did absolutely nothing. Sit there, cry. And okay, this is how I'm gonna get a little bit serious, right? Okay. I would seek and I would sit in closets and cry, and I would be in there wanting him to find me in the closet crying. And when he would come and find me in the closet crying, then I would say, I'm just crying because I miss my dad. I would blame it on something else, and they would always mostly be about my dad. Like, oh, I'm crying, but it's really because
what she's doing here is, again, she play mind games too. Now, I don't know how she can do it. Yes, Miss Jackson's wife, John Jackson's wife. Oh, your heart was good? Oh, that's good, baby. My heart was good. Oh, that's good, baby. Now, what she's doing is she's playing games with the narcissistic person. I don't know how you watch that man. First of all, why is he taping the that should tell you what type of man he is. Why is he taping his sexcapades? How are you finding that on the phone? with them physically doing something, and you watched it. And you know what the funniest part of Coffee? Coffee.
I'm here, baby. I'm here.
You know what the funniest part about her watching her man with the next woman?
She might have enjoyed it.
No. She figured, let me pick up some tips. I'm not laughing at you,
Dang.
girl. To pick up some tips, because if these women is letting him do that, well, then let me try this too. I'm like, God damn it. I thought you were going to get a whole lot of God damn it. And then the mind game that she's playing is, instead of saying what's going on, she goes in the room, in the closet, and start crying. So he don't know what she's crying for. But in all reality, what she wants him to do is now hug her and say, oh, baby, it's going to be okay.
And sing Kumbaya.
Right. So he thinking he's comforting her, but she really want his arms around her and to hug her and make her feel better. No, she thought she was playing reverse psychology. Whatever, man. But she's playing game with a narcissistic person. It ain't gonna work. But
I just sat here and watched you have sex with, you know, or you know, right? So
No, Danae, that ain't no real people name, is it? I don't want you throwing people's name out here.
okay. So we're just gonna keep on going.
We're gonna make fake names up. Okay,
we're gonna make and unpack it. So.
And so, on again, off again, situationship, commitment, lack thereof. 9 years, you go through this, and you said right before y'all got married or got engaged, y'all wasn't even together. Please help me understand that.
Yeah. So before we moved to Atlanta, we were off. We got off because he was dealing with some girls and things like that, and it was a issue. And
dealing with more girls. I'm like, girl,
more women.
Girl, she didn't care about none of them STDs. I'm like, girl, stop playing with me. But we'll carry on.
At that point, I was very like hostile and all that towards him. Just like, I'm not gonna deal with this, and you're a, F boy and all these things, right? I had some different kind of choice words and language at that time, and then the Lord saved me my mouth. Thank God for deliverance.
I think a lot of people give you a pass on whatever word you decide to use back then.
But no, at that time I had asked him, I was like, do you believe the things that you're saying, right? Because this is at the beginning of his career really like taking off. And I'm like, do you believe the things that you're saying? And it really caused a rift. And so we were off. And so that time that we were off, we were still messing
because
around.
You questioned whether or not he believed that which he was sharing with the masses on a
So even though they're still not together, they still humping, right? Again, it was never a relationship then when y'all was off, because he was still humping around. So what is the difference? If he give you a title or not a title, he's still treating you the same way. Well, I guess she says all that to say she ends up getting knocked up. So yes, I'm spoiling this some. Why I'm spoiling it? Because just in case I skip through some of it.
You're not spoiling it.
No, because I'm gonna have to skip through some of this.
Yeah, you're not spoiling it. I mean, shit, we can pretty much surmise the rest.
I mean, for narcissism 101, this girl went through every red flag. God dang it.
Every part of it.
And this is only part 1. Wait till part 2 come out. Once you get to the bonnet and this. Remember, this is just the beginning.
Oh, Lord.
Avoiding F boys and that type of stuff. Y'all fell out because you asked him if he truly believed what he was saying?
I asked him that, yes. It was a big thing, and we did fall out, along with the fact that there was actually other girls at the time, and so it was just all too much, and so we end up ending that, and then we both end up moving to Atlanta. right? From
How
there,
y'all keep moving to the same place?
soul tie. Listen, people underestimate the power of a soul tie.
No,
Yep.
we don't underestimate the soul tie. That's dependent.
I'm over here
Dependent.
shaking my head, going, nope, nope,
that
nope. Lie.
ain't no soul tie. That's dependency. Don't get them two mixed up. Ain't no soul tie.
No damn soul tie.
Don't even blame it on a soul tie, damn it. You was dependent on his love. You was dependent on, he was taking care of your emotional needs, even though it's in a negative way, because that's what vampires seek out. So he know how you never felt about yourself.
Yep.
That's not a soul tie.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
And then he was giving you, when he love bombed you, he brought you up and then he dropped you. He brought you up, then he drops you. That's how the cycle go. I'm gonna bring
Then
you
you
up.
got to keep
drop
in
you.
mind that she doesn't even know what's really going on.
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't even know that she's tangled up with a narc.
Right. God. What you should have known since day one. You're a model. I'm like, bye. Boy,
Damn.
bye.
Ooh.
I don't know if you're not, but coming at me like that, bye. Goodbye. I'm just gonna have to miss that bus.
You probably ain't even mean it like that, but bye.
I might have to miss that bus, but bye. And then you want to be my tutor? I'm like, Ninja, what's wrong? You had grades to get in here. Now you need me to tutor you, but let's
No.
go.
And it's a soul tie. And I had no idea what that was at the time, and neither did he, right?
That wasn't a soul tie. That's why you did not know what it was, and that's why he didn't know, because he don't even have a soul. He don't
First
have
of
a
all.
soul to tie to.
That's first of all.
Just carry on.
And so
So it was like, who would move there first? Did you find yourself following after him, or just?
No. So we had actually planned to move there prior to, because we were living in Raleigh, North Carolina at the time. We had already planned to move there, but there was so much. I had caught him with some other girls. The girl actually reached out to me, sent me their conversations and their pictures and all this stuff, and I was freaking out on him. And then we're like, okay, this has to end. So we had already planned to move.
So at this time, you were 27? 20?
We were early 20s. Yeah, so about 24, 25.
Pepperoni, please. Eat, fill, roll, bake with Pillsbury.
Oh, I love that skillet. What if it's non-stick though?
You don't have to wonder. I'll show you.
25.
All right, so y'all lived in Raleigh around
Yeah.
that time, moved to Atlanta.
Yeah, we moved to Atlanta, and we had already had that in the works. I had already transferred jobs. We just hadn't made the move yet. So it was just, it
Y'all
happened.
gonna move together at
Right,
first.
right.
Even though y'all not in a committed, we're gonna use that word loosely again. Were y'all in the
we were in technically a committed relationship when we were in Raleigh, North Carolina,
Okay.
living together.
when y'all was making the plan to move together.
Right, when we were making a plan to move together, we were moving together like as a unit.
As a couple.
But we ended up falling out before then. And so while the plans were still on to move, I had already transferred jobs. You know, he already had whatever he had going on. And so made the move. My mom came down and she helped me drive down to Atlanta. I had my own little space. Anyway, we were still engaging sexually, even though we were off, right? And so it was in this time where there was a lineup of us. We was passing each other on the stairway in and out.
No, y'all wasn't.
No,
y'all was not passing
you think this is a game.
You were not passing each other on the stairway. No, y'all was.
We were passing each other on the stairway. Like, this is my shift from this time to this time. So, you know, I was a willing participant in that. And this is like, I can laugh about it now, but it's really sad, you know, to like, what space do you have to be in to accept that? And so I dealt with it already, so I could laugh about it now. And it's funny,
that's what
but it's like,
right? You look back at your old self and laugh.
I'm just like, what? You know, but yeah, no, seriously. It was, you know, I'm coming over at this time. I know such and such is going to be rolling through about, you know, an hour and a half later. And sometimes we went a little bit longer. So literally passing each other on the stairs, like out the door. All right. have fun, your shift, you know. and
Ain't nothing funny about this. I'm sorry.
literally. And so there was a lot of people involved at that time. We weren't in a relationship, so all the people that like committed relationships. So I was just on the rotation at the time, and I ended up getting pregnant with our first child.
She said we was at rotation. God damn it.
That's what she said.
She said
That's what she said.
Rotation at the time. God damn it. He ain't nothing cute about that man with his big old mega box looking head and shit. That's cute. He looked like, I forgot that man from the he looked like that person. His head like that one from the Adams. I don't know if it's the Adams family or whatever. But either who, she said we was on rotation. God damn it. And she ended up getting knocked up on her rotation.
That is sick, sad, and ridiculous.
Now, not to mind you, I don't know if I'm gonna fast forward or not. But, her rotation, her being knocked up.
Because now she's pregnant. Because now,
oh no,
all that she's pregnant.
Now, hold we go. You're gonna hear it. You're gonna hear it. Here we go.
And it was in that I was like, okay, Danae, you got to figure out what you're doing with your life. You are whole pregnant, and you can't get rid of this child because I had already had 3 abortions before.
You heard that?
Oh man,
I ain't give that one away.
I'm about to throw this phone. I'm about to throw this phone to the damn seawall. I know you lying. I'm about to throw this phone into the Gulf of Mexico. I know you lying.
That's baby number 4.
Did this girl just say?
AB. She already had 3 ABs.
Why?
Can you imagine the other ones that was knocked up too? She said, I'm about to throw my glasses, baby.
I'm about to throw this
baby.
This girl said,
Jesus. I don't know. That's why I said I'm a risk a copyright strike for this, even though I put my banner up. It really don't mean nothing, but I'm gonna put the banner up again. Again, this is my future wifey. Please check out that channel. When I heard that part, I'm like, yeah, you better be all about the Lord now. Shit. That man had that girl throwing curses and all that stuff. I guess she's gonna talk about that next.
She's lucky she was even able to carry a baby. Did she have this last one?
My girl, yeah, she had 2 more after. She had another son after that, but she figuring, she's not gonna do that no more. After what I heard after 3 ABs, I said, what? I started to throw something too. I'm like, God damn it. My girl said he had us on rotation. He pimp, and got the nerve to tell her. That's why he was so good at what he did when he did his videos, because he was talking about himself.
I can't.
And then the fact is, I hope she took it for everything, because you use me to promote your book and to promote everything, because they was looking at, see, that's why even to be a president or to get certain jobs, they want you to be, we said that already. But yes, rest in peace to my girl Tina Turner. She is simply the best. Right. So I forgot what I was saying. What was I saying, Coffee?
When you're the president of something, they want you to have
they want to make sure you have a wife. Right. So especially when you talking about the type of stuff that he talked about, he was only respected because he had a wife. So they took what he said as in,
exactly. Yep.
Right, like I have. So he created.
He had the credentials to talk that talk.
Right, but not knowing he was the
allegedly
biggest No, this ain't no allegedly, but we're gonna say allegedly. But this is coming out of her mouth, so it ain't
No, I
alleged.
said no. I mean, he had the credentials because he was married, but it was all so damn fake.
Right.
So
So everything he was protecting us from, as he quote was really him. Or these are the things, or he was basically making messages to his wife. We thought it was about us, but he was really talking to her. Every time he sat in that car, he was talking to her. So she thinking in her mind, that's his. No, girl, he was talking to you. We thought that he was talking to us.
he was talking to you.
He was talking to you. And if a man do this, and if a man do that, that was your man. You just didn't catch heed. He was talking to you.
The
But
whole time.
But here us people thinking that he talking to us. No, he was talking to you. In his mind, how can I say these things to her? This how I'm imagining it.
Yeah, and so he made that his car chronicle / private diary to her. Yep.
Right.
I'm following you. Yep.
You understand what I'm saying? Like I'm trying to tell her this, but I can't tell her that. So I think he just sat in the car and just started saying the things that he will have wanted to say to her.
And see, I never took what he said too much at face value because, you know, I always say this. I want to shout out to God for giving me the father that he gave me and for giving me the 3 older brothers that he gave me, right? Because Sugar, besides jumping in that narc relate, and I even knew that was some bullshit, you know what I mean? I can spot some BS 1,000 miles away. I think I'm low-key clairvoyant on the cool. I never really paid attention to anything that kid said. He was a nice-looking little cat. And I'd listen to him for a couple of seconds, and you know, I'm Gemini, so my attention is gone in like 30 seconds.
Oh, you know we gotta have a party for your birthday on the Sugar Babe channel. I'm gonna get them copyright strikes. We'll have the music and everything going. What day is you?
Tomorrow. Tomorrow, yeah. That's why
On a Friday?
That's why I keep hearing all this noise. I'm at the beach house.
Well, can we get a gift? And they keep Nature Boy locked up. After I finish that, I'm gonna go and discuss that.
Oh, we'll jump on that later on. My day was made this morning. Yes, God. But that young
Wait,
man,
what happened this morning?
He is what happened, y'all? He was supposed to have court this morning.
Yeah.
They put his ass off again.
That's not no good luck.
It is, because you got to go right back in that cell and go sit another day.
So it's going to be tomorrow.
Well, I don't even know when it's going to be because I kind of checked out. Like I said, you know.
I know one they gave him, but we'll talk about that on the next one. I have to make it off this because this, I had to do this first because this is important because these are the red flags. These are narcissistic red flags.
I'm invested now. Now I got to hear what she has to say. The rest of it.
Jesus.
Now I'm invested.
And don't forget, it's a part 2 to this. I guess that's going to come out tomorrow. So we'll have to play it early so you can get in there and then go enjoy your birthday. She said we was in rotation. God damn it.
Who'd have thunk it?
Girl. And you out there talking about God. Girl, I would not be preaching no God after all this that you done said. I would not be making it seem like I'm an ambassador for God now. Not saying that you can't speak upon God, but remember, I played it where now she has people coming to her, paying her, and she's building a business out of this.
Yeah, you said that a while ago.
Yeah, I did a video on her, and I was like, yeah, she's scamming, but you gotta check that.
She might as well should everybody else scam.
Right, but my thing is, no, you're still not totally healed. For me to say, because now she's making like her own little church, and God, this is best. Stop playing with God like that.
She said she had 3 ABs. My God, today.
Now, if she could be an inspiration to people, that's what she should be doing. But all this God got, no, girl, stop playing with God like that.
Don't put God in that mess.
and the Lord had already dealt with me. And I was like, Lord, if you save me from this, I'm not going to ever do this again. Got pregnant. I was like, I can't go back on my word, Lord. I don't want you to kill me.
Yeah.
But so I started, okay, I got to figure out what I'm doing with my life. And then I started getting a little bit more serious. Like, what are we doing? He was still doing, stuff with other girls. I knew about it. So I did still participate in some sexual activity and all that, knowing that he was with other girls. I was a willing participant.
Now she knocked up. And she's still in rotation. God damn it. Damn, girl.
I had
Oh,
no idea all of that was going on.
how you knocked up and still in rotation and saying you're a willing participant does not excuse. It doesn't excuse that. What you should really be saying is, this is how I felt about myself. Not just I got baked and I was quiet. No, it was other things going on with you too.
Because it started way back then.
Right. Because then from the father not being the father.
Yeah.
And then, but again, her image itself, she said she was big and she had a lot of bumps. So she was going through the puberty, and some people have adult puberty too.
True.
Yeah,
because she was looking crazy just 2 years ago still. So there's that.
Right. So if you're going to tell a story.
Sorry, Lord. No shade, but sorry, Lord. Yeah.
Right. So if you're going to tell the story, at least say, this is what I was feeling and this is why I allowed it.
She probably hasn't gotten there yet, sugar.
Right. Saying that, I'm a willing participant. So you saying that means, even though you're saying that she's putting blame on her for letting him do that. But the thing is, saying, this is how I was feeling. I just like, I was in a narcissistic relationship.
Yeah.
And I could not get out. Like a lot of women would say, I could not get out of all the things that was being done to me. I could not leave because I was love bombed each damn time. And I was gaslit each damn time.
See, my little motto was the ninja. That ninja tricked me, man. That ninja tricked me.
Yeah, they do that. Yeah, because they study you.
Yeah, my girlfriends think it's funny when I tell a story. I say, I'm telling y'all, that nigga tricked me, man. Me, your girl who can't be tricked, that nigga tricked me.
Let me tell you that's their job.
Yeah, so, he tricked me.
That's their job, and it's not because they don't walk with that stamped on their forehead. They know, and I'm so tired of people saying, "Oh no, not me." Just what? Say, just be thankful that you didn't come across a narcissistic person. But don't never say it cannot be you. You just haven't ran across a narcissistic person.
Because the devil is not going to come to you in a red jumpsuit and a pitchfork.
Thank you. So whatever your needs are, that's what they're going to give you in the beginning.
And they know what they are because they have studied you.
So if you are a person that's independent, they're going to praise you for being independent. So you're going to think, my man got my back. He's a man. But that's all a bunch of bull crap. But he's going to praise that in the beginning.
And he's going to continue to speak your love language for a long time. Because the narc has patience like a cat. Boy.
I tell people it depends on their appetite, right? Because you got some that needs like instant gratification. So they're gonna love bomb like how he did. He love bombed her really quick because he's the one that needs instant gratification. I mean, instant supply.
And then it's even worse because they are incapable of love. Yeah. But you may get one that has a lustful appetite for you, right? Then you're really in trouble. You're really in trouble. Yeah. That makes it even worse. Trust me.
Yeah. But I'm like, anything with dealing with them is worse because that lustful is really not even a lust for you. That's all about control. But that doesn't mean they're still not going to do what they're going to do. But I just people stop talking about people who get caught in these situations, because just be thankful you have not ran across one.
Yep.
Don't say what you ain't going to do, especially if you have that type of attitude. They're going to be opposite until they get you.
My sister's best friend is in a marriage like that right now. My sister's so angry. I told her, have some patience with her. I just don't understand how somebody is smart. I said, sister, it has nothing to do with being smart. That mess has nothing to do with being smart. I just don't understand. I know you don't, but just bear with her. Just don't abandon. She needs
That's
you
the
right now.
best. That's the best advice you could give.
I told her, don't abandon her. I know you are
Mhm.
so pissed off at her right now. Don't abandon her.
That's the best advice you could give.
Yeah.
And then to like I said, people don't understand how this go. And especially if you're intelligent, guess what? They're gonna give you an intelligent person. Whatever you are, they're going to mimic. So if you are a smart person, remember they are intelligent by nature.
Yep.
The,
Oh, and
the
he's a whole pastor of a church.
Oh, so he's a covert narcissist.
Yeah, he's a whole church pastor.
He's a covert narcissist.
Has embarrassed her in front of the congregation and everything. From what I hear, I said, no, no, no.
See, me, that's why I know when to go, because
Sugar, she don't take no junk off nobody no day of the week, right? That's why my sister cannot figure out what the hell is going on. I said, that should let you know something is wrong.
See, but with me, like I said, I could turn real quick. So that whole church be all effed up. I'm telling you.
Oh yeah, they need new pews if that were me. They need a whole new
I ain't gonna
cross
tear
on the
the
building.
church. Or what? Let me tell you my testimony.
Because my motto is, I'll flip all this shit over. That's my motto.
But besides that, I want everybody come up for a testimony. Me. And this mojo right here, we gotta turn the church out.
Sugar, I told you before, I done tore up my own shit mad, right?
No, I tear up stuff too.
Imagine what I'll do to yours.
No, I tear up stuff too, but for each thing, I do things different. Me tearing up the church. No, I gotta do a testimony. I want to do a testimony. And everybody, I have a testimony. Everybody sit on down, baby. Grab a drink. Hopefully, go into your pocketbooks and get that secret drink. Go get the porter cups, because I have a testimony.
I'm trying to tell you.
And that's why I said, and he gonna be like, "Oh my God, oh no, baby." That's why I said,
Everybody better go get him a Dixie cup, huh? Shout out
That's
to Trees.
Right. Get the red one, the blue one. You gonna need it.
Shout out to Trees. Go over there and rub her back. Trees say, "Shit, baby, I'm gonna tear this stuff up."
Shoot. That's why I said some of these women. I don't know.
But it did start to take a toll on me mentally and emotionally because I'm pregnant, right? So there was a lot of women involved in that time, and it was in that
a lot of what? God damn, Derek, shit, you didn't realize that ninja for the street. You wasn't scared of that penis. You wasn't scared that he had the broccoli and cauliflower. She said a lot of women.
A lot of women.
And every time she been going through a lot of women since college.
Not a couple of women. A lot of women.
Not affairs. It's women. An affair with another woman is different. Girl, he was community peen.
And you know what? There had been little whispers about that. And I'd seen a little, I didn't know what that little boy doing all that stuff.
He was community peen.
I said, that little boy ain't doing all that now.
That ninja community peen. Hold up now. Shit. He was in that little town. He done screwed everybody.
DJ was for the streets.
My girl says they was in rotation. God damn have it.
Mm.
Oh
Mm.
my God. But
Mm.
again,
Mm.
she wanted to feel like she was number one. She wanted to feel loved. She wanted to feel like I'm an ugly duckling. Who else is gonna want me? Ain't nobody else coming for me. And
Yep.
he knew, and a lot of men knew that. Like they're gonna come for her now. She's a beautiful woman. She's getting herself together. She lost her weight, blah blah blah. But he knew that, regardless of what he do, she only gonna screw him. He can do whatever he wants, and the
Oh,
door is
absolutely.
always gonna be open.
Absolutely. He had that thing cemented.
Time that I had a conversation with his mom, and I was like, listen, I don't have another 7 years to give him. I'm trying to figure this out. And like, I want to be with him. I want to do this, but I don't have another 7 years to get out what he wants to do. And then shortly after that, I'm getting a call from my mom, and she's like,
Now, not to mind you, why are you speaking to his mama about her doggish child?
Exactly. I guess because he got that child so young, and I don't know her family dynamic, but his mom was probably, her air quote mom. You know what I mean?
No,
Because for her
her
to come,
mom is cool too. She won't speak upon her mom right now.
Ooh.
But the point is, if she know her son is community ping, there's nothing she could do about it.
Well, those young girls don't know that yet, sugar. They don't know that yet.
At this point, she's 28.
Oh, damn. Oh, my head.
You're gonna hear it. Mm-hmm.
My head hurts.
I just got a call from Derek asking me for your hand in marriage. I thought you were not in a relationship. I was like, we're not. We're doing this co-parenting thing, And she was like, okay, so what are you gonna do? And so I actually knew about the engagement, which she didn't know about, but I actually knew about the engagement and all that because my mom told me about it. She was asking me these questions because she's like, I thought you weren't in a relationship. And I'm like, we're not. And so I had to figure out, okay, he's being serious. He called my mom.
Did that make you excited? How'd
it
you
did.
feel?
I was so excited because I'm like, he called my mom. My mom and him, like, they don't
mess with each other.
No,
because what he did was isolation. Because you're gonna hear her say she's separated from all her family. Because he made sure she didn't have nobody.
Oh yeah, that's rule number 2.
Oh no, that's way after the red flags, girl. That's rule number 1 was the flag number 1 was, you want to be a model? No,
Well, see,
number 2 is the calling all day, the Prince Charming. Oh my God, I love him. Oh my God, he's
I
just
love
with me. I
him.
can't believe it. Right, that's the hook and sink. This is so that's the ISO. All of that's after they got you. They got to get you. So the red flags is before you fall in love. That's what red flags mean. That means to get up on out of there before you fall in love.
Yeah.
But she didn't miss the first one. You want to be a model? Not hello, how you doing? This is Derek. This is, you want to be a model? You want to be a tutor? Ninja, if you don't get up out my face, you
a model?
And then he says to her, oh, you got beautiful eyes. Ninja, that's how you know. That's how you know it was a setup.
And she had them damn glasses on when she was 19.
Oh, I don't know.
I know she did because she already can't see, right?
Oh, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, she had them damn glasses on.
Yeah, but I don't know. But what I do know is that if I know for a fact I'm looking terrible, so he had to find something on her body. Oh, you got beautiful eyes. Ninja, we'll get up out of here.
Yeah, he had to find something to zero in on.
And she can be like, oh, really? Yeah.
This is terrible.
He humbled himself. He called my mom and asked my hand in marriage. She's serious about me. It's meant to be. Absolutely. So excited. And so, yes, I was so excited about it. Yes, he called my mom. You don't even know what that means, right? He called my mom. They don't even get along, first off, like that. So that meant a lot.
Why didn't they get along?
I left
'Cause
my
he
phone
did.
in his car when I first met him, and he called her, and that conversation didn't go well. So ever since then, it's just been like a battle between them, and I've kind of been in the middle of it, and it created a lot of anxiety in the relationship. So I actually isolated from my family a little bit and just kind of was doing my thing, being grown and being involved with his family mostly.
Now, that's narcissistic abuse. Again, the way he does it, if this is not the best class for people to learn about narcissism, I don't know what to tell you. From the minute she speak of, from that to the rotation, from the love bombing, from the gaslighting, and then even after they get married, he starts shit with his guilty ass. I wish a ninja would come to me if I got there and had me some fun. But she's not supposed to do nothing. But he got to find ways to make her a bad guy because he's the bad guy.
Yep.
Right?
That's
So
crazy.
the mother peeped it. So the mother has to be eliminated. She is now public enemy number
Number one. Yep.
Mama got to go.
Yeah, because anybody that peeps it, they gotta go.
Yeah, they got to go.
They got to go.
So you get a tip that he's going to propose. How did he propose?
I can skip that a little bit.
Right before midnight, and it came on, and he gets down on one knee. And
Purdue University Global.
But we really don't care about that.
Confidence, an accomplishment, right?
Yeah.
And so, but you couldn't tell me that at the time. So,
and at the time, we put this in perspective. You're
at
about
that point, she's thinking because she got the ring, she won. Like, I beat all the girls out. Now no more rotation. God damn it, girl. Well,
Or so she thought.
So that's delusional. That's why I say I don't know if I feel sorry for her or not. But well, let's go.
28,
yeah,
27.
Yeah, I was like, right. I had just celebrated my 28th birthday.
Yeah, and so you're 28 years old, and then so now, how long did it take from "Will you marry me" to "I do"?
It was right at a year. So we got married January 13th, 2018.
That's 2018. This is only 19, 20, 21, 22, 23.
Dang.
It's only they only been married really a couple of years.
Yeah. Girl.
That sound SOB.
Ain't this some shit?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
And that was a long year before marriage. There's a lot of stuff that went on in there. We tried some marital counseling.
It's still a lot of stuff there. He still couldn't stop effing the neighborhood. He probably went to the next county. Shit. He's known all over Atlanta. God.
Girl.
Shit. I'm telling you, I don't understand how at any point in time she's not scared or nervous from all of them sexual encounters that he's having
in Atlanta.
From North Kakalaki to Atlanta. I'm just because they was there too. So
yeah, they started out in North Kakalaki.
Right. So I'm like, I wouldn't care if it was in the point is, it's so many women. It's like you wouldn't be scared. It's like what type of conversations did you have? Did you use a condom? To me, I want to hear them type of conversations. I want to hear I had to get myself checked out every 3 months because I don't know what was going on. I mean, I need to hear more.
For real, I need details.
Yeah, I need some more details. There's all these multiple women, and I'm like, nah, girlfriend, you putting your life in danger. And he's not cute at all.
Well, I don't know. I think he's kind of handsome.
He is not handsome. I'm gonna show his box
He's a
head.
whole sucker, but
I'ma show his box head. Ain't nothing cute about that man.
But I can't lie on him. I
He used
love
to
a
play.
dark skin, but
So do
he
I.
aight.
But
He
that
aight.
don't mean all of them. I'ma show his little box head.
He
Please.
aight.
Counseling should have been done. Oh, we're gonna get to the counseling, Jackie, because they did have counseling, and that's coming up right now. Counseling should have been done before marriage, not that. That was going to make a difference, and it didn't make a difference. It didn't, because he didn't even complete that.
Yeah,
Right?
those kind of folk go just because they have to. They're not going with a purpose.
Yeah, I'm trying to finish this in at least 15 minutes because I want to get on the other side. But let's go.
We did not finish that.
See?
There was,
You said premarital counseling or marriage?
Premarital counseling.
Wait, y'all didn't finish our premarital counseling?
No.
Why not?
There was a lot of issues that arose. So as we were doing the counseling, I started to come out with a lot of the hurt that I was hiding from college days. I started to come out with that and how it made me feel. And it was a lot, I think, for him to handle all of that.
Like, oh my God, how you know all this stuff?
Right. How do you know? Right. How did you know? But then also like, why are you just now telling me
and
about
you still
this?
here?
Right.
Like, you know all that, you still
right. And so it was a lot for me to just like be like, and you did this and you did that. And I feel like I did do a lot of shame and blaming in communicating all the things.
Shame and blame my ass. You are the blame and you are the shame. Okay, you did it. Yes, these are the things you did. Now, what happens is, being that he's a narcissistic person, what happened is that she's giving him narcissistic injury, right? And the fact is, being that she kept all this from him, now he feels that now she is the sneaky one. Because now he has to now gaslight it and project it. And then she also puts it in his mind, oh, you trapped me for a kid.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you would have been told me this, we'd have been arguing about it, then we'd have argued and I would have left you. But you kept all of this inside.
Uh-huh. And now he's air quote pissed.
Right, because he's a narcissistic person.
Like he didn't know.
Right, so he's not gonna, well, ain't no cancer gonna do that anymore. Sorry about my cancers. But cancers, they're not gonna acknowledge anything they do wrong anyway.
Sorry, cancers.
I know y'all season coming up, but it ain't here yet.
It ain't here yet. Huh? Aren't they up next?
Me and my favorite zodiac sign. It's my family. You'll be hating me, but you can't say nothing about my Geminis.
We are in this thing.
Baby. People would tell you from long you can't say nothing about my Geminis. I love me some Geminis.
Sugar love
hell with y'all.
Sugar love her Gem.
That's my favorite damn sign. You can't say nothing about my gems, right?
Sugar love her Gem.
But the thing is, so now the narcissist person's like, damn, like because he remember everything he's supposed to do was supposed to be done in secret, right?
Yeah.
So being that then he had cancer, so cancers, they are a secret. Cancers unevolved, don't come after me, but unevolved cancers are secrets. Everything about them is a secret. They represents that movie Catch Me If You Can.
Mm-hmm.
That's a cancer. Unevolved.
That's a fact. Yeah. Yeah. No shade, but everyone I know really is that personality at some point. Yeah.
So,
well, in some sort of way,
then they'll still deny after they get caught. They'll still deny. And then they want you to forget stuff like that never happened. Like, okay, now they want you to just make sure, okay, so and it's done, it's over. It's like they are not going to try to make things better.
There's a cancer that I know and love that will make me get completely out of my body, and I don't get out of my body. And in 3 or 4 days, she'll call me, "Hey girl, where you at?" I'm like, what? Do what? Where am I? Yeah, where you at?
She should be happy you answered the phone. But
Exactly.
yeah, but on a lot of that, like I said, as a cancer man, but a lot of people, oh, I don't believe in that. You better. If the trait suit, if the trait fits, then wear it. Okay. So everybody can't be lying, but him as a cancer man, everything he does is a secret, but still will appear to look like the good guy.
That's the narc in him, though. That's the narc.
And then with a cancer, uninvolved cancer man, you got to remember the people that's closest to them, they treat the worst. Everybody else, they everybody else best friend. Then you can count on them. They're there. They go out of their way. They make their friends feel like royal. But the people who love them, they put you through so much turmoil.
I've never really tried to think too hard on that, but that is the God's honest truth about a cancer. Now I got to figure out why that is.
Because that's their nature. That's cardinal emotions. That's cardinal. So they control all these things in it.
Yeah.
So
carnal emotions.
There's cardinal water. I'm gonna say cardinal emotion because that water consists of the emotion. That's cardinal. So that's just their nature. Nature. That's the nature. So the people who they love the most, that's the ones they will make cry every goddamn day. And do you the worst. And God forbid if you do something to them. Because they will hold that in and get you back. So that's not even the fact they do. It's bad enough he had cancer and he a narcissistic cancer.
Damn.
Right. So you don't even know what the hell they getting. You don't know if they getting you back for something. You don't know if they just doing something to you.
Yeah.
All you know is you all effed up messing with them.
Yeah. Yeah. Have you all disjointed and carrying on?
You like, well, damn, is it this for something you? And then another cancer trait that he does is like anybody that's like a friend of theirs, an old girlfriend, they are connected to the past. So if you're dealing with a cancer man, they're not throwing away their memories, okay? It's not going to happen. They're gonna, I don't know why they like to keep something just for keepsake, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Or it's like they will, like if we have like an old cancer boyfriend or something, like every so often when you think life has moved on and they shouldn't be thinking about you, you're gonna get a phone call.
Here they come shaking the bushes.
No, even if we don't see them, they're gonna call you. Hey, I just want to see how you doing. I'm like, Ninja.
Yep. Out of
you
nowhere.
still got, how do you still got this number? Why is it still in your phone? Ain't you married or something?
Yep.
Shit.
They're gonna definitely check your temperature. A cancer man is going to definitely
because
check your temperature.
they live in their past. So you're gonna hear her say that. I'm gonna go, girl, that's a cancer trait. Well, let's go. Because she's gonna be mad for people he did not cut off, not knowing that they don't cut off people unless that person did something to them. Rather than that,
they don't get cut off. Yep.
I had been holding on to, so it was a lot for him to handle in that time. But anyway, it was all of that. He was like, I'm not doing this anymore. So we never finished, and then and then here we go in the marriage. So
So you said he said I'm not gonna finish marriage counseling, but we're gonna continue going on with the wedding.
It was looking a little bleak at first, right? Because at that time I went back to the gym and started working out, and then I had a male trainer. And so then at the time that we're going through premarital counseling, then it's like, oh, you're talking to your male trainer, and you're having a relationship with him, you're trying to hide it from feeling or accusing me of having this relationship with the trainer, which I did not have. People that you've had a relationship with or whatever in the past, like all of them need to cut out. You ain't no friends. There was not there was no dialogue about that. I didn't have any boundaries
Right.
or barriers. I didn't even
know what that was.
I didn't even know what a boundary was. Like, what
Exactly.
is that? I didn't have
Yeah.
any standard, or like I didn't even know that was a thing that you can actually request or not even request, that you implement, you know? So
Well, then your mama was not a good mama, allegedly. But now, the thing with this is, it's not about the man being her gym instructor. The thing is, he feel like if she loses weight, she might get confidence.
That's what it is. It had nothing to do with her instructor being a man.
Right. So if she loses this weight, she might look good.
How dare you get yourself together?
So let me blame it on the man to make you say, I don't even want to go no more. Yeah. So even if she had a woman from the beginning, he would have found, well, no, you need to be home with the kids. You understand what I'm saying? So either way, he would have found something because she decided to go to the gym.
Exactly.
And then she spoke upon the boundaries and stuff. Like I said, I have to skip through some of this.
yeah, there was none of that. So was there people that he had as at least a minimum conversation with, that he has had sex with or has some type of dealings with? Those people had always been there at minimum in conversation form. As far as
I tried to tell you them, listen to me, I would tell you he's still talking to him.
Having a sexual encounter, to my knowledge, there wasn't a whole lot going on.
Listen. She said this time it wasn't a whole lot. Not it was just, God damn it. I can't. She said a whole lot. Well, then how much was he effing before her? God damn. If it wasn't a whole lot this time, well, how many women was he screwing?
Damn, I guess you said a lot is relative.
God damn. Jesus. I always go, God damn, Lord, because I would never say that word. I always go, God damn, as in G-O-T. Right? But I'm like, it wasn't that many. Well, what damn? Well, how many did he? Let us know how much he used to have.
That's crazy.
Like before, it used to be like 10 to 20.
That's
but
crazy.
Now it's like 5 to 7.
It wasn't that many. It was just like 6 maybe at that time. Like it was.
Jesus. I sort of said that. I said I can't wait to cover this, and I'm glad. I'm like, Coffee better be it.
Because what the hell, man? The hell is going on? That girl said it wasn't that many.
Man.
Keep in mind, in Atlanta, it's bad enough for it to be happening, but in Atlanta.
And you got to keep in mind.
Come on, son.
I don't know why, but for Cancer and Virgo, I keep telling you, them two signs, I wouldn't deal with them until I know what your childhood is. Because then they are water signs. They're close, very close to their mama, right? Now, if they was abused, baby, you would. They're very scary people. If Virgos and Cancers, if they would had a tumultuous childhood. Now, if they didn't, Pisces and Cancer, I don't know what it is, but they got their mamas wrapped around their finger. Cancer men and Pisces men because you already know Cancers are mama boys. Period. Everything is that Cancer men, they I don't care how much you think that they are independent. If you are a mother of a Cancer, in his mind, he is still sucking milk from your titty.
all day.
Yeah, he could be independent. He could be everything. But they are strictly about their mamas. So any girl who date them, believe me, you dating a mama too.
You dating him and his mama.
That's if he doesn't come from a bad childhood. But if he come from a good childhood, you may not notice it, but his girlfriend would say, damn, his mama, his effing mama don't even know what's going on. But you have to date both. You have to date both. That's why he had you around his mama.
Yeah, you going out to eat with his mama. You going to church with him and his mama.
You are dating both.
You going to hang out at the house with his mama.
Mm-hmm. And that's how it is with Pisces mothers too. And it's like if you have a son if you have a Pisces son, I don't know what it is. And I ask myself the same thing because I have one. You can't say nothing. Like their mama will defend you. So I had to start breaking myself. I know these things. I had to break myself out because I'm like, yo, that is mad true.
Yeah, it's mad true.
That is mad true. So it's something about with the mamas. Like I said, there'll be a menace to society for Virgo and Cancer if they have a bad childhood. Now, the ones who's connected to their mamas will be Cancer and Pisces. And it's about but Pisces can go away from their mama. Cancer's not going to go. Even if they're not there because of some reason, they're still there. Look at Jim Jones. I don't care what he go through. His mom, the rapper.
Baby, don't you play
If they buy his
with that woman.
Chrissy done tried everything possible. You're not. He's got a Cancer man. You waiting for them to have full independence. It's never going to happen.
Not ever, because baby, there ain't a trick that Chrissy ain't tried. Whole thing. I said, as beautiful as that young woman is, why won't she just move on?
Or just date his mama too. Shit. I don't mean like physically, but to making it seem like you're gonna be the woman and mama gonna come second, you got a rude awakening.
Just give in.
Exactly. And they don't care if you don't speak to their mama, they don't care.
Just give in.
They're not gonna put you in front of their mama. Ain't gonna happen.
It ain't gonna happen, Cap.
Look at majority of these Cancer men. I got them both, but my Pisces is lazy. Well, they lazy, but they're beyond lazy actually. Because Jesus. And don't do nothing for themselves. Girl, now you know how I feel. Who you telling about them damn Pisces? But something will shake us. Well, hopefully something will shake them up. But in their mind, in Pisces' mind, they figure like they're going to show you they're smart and they're going to show you I can do all these things, but you got to catch them. And then after they show it to you, they ain't doing it no more. Like you should have caught it. Shit, like if they go to school, you should have asked my third grade teacher. He can tell you. He'll tell you what you should have been around in third grade. But I ain't got nothing to prove. I ain't got nothing to show you. And they're like the isolation. That they'll play with people, but they got to be isolated. It's too much. But the fact doesn't change that the mothers of them be ready to take somebody out for messing with them. I'm like, it's like they put a spell on us. And I thought somebody was joking. And then when I read it, usually I pick out these things myself. Remember, I didn't have a Pisces child then. Didn't have it. I didn't have one, so it wasn't no need. So somebody was saying that, then I read it. And then once I had a Pisces, I said, I get it. I said, shit. Because it's the way they tell you stuff that make you feel sorry for them. And in your mind, they messing with my son and you ready to tear somebody up, that like not knowing that they set our asses up. But cancers in their men and their mamas, shit. Now,
Yeah, look at you over there with pets that you didn't call for.
see, that's the problem, Miss I am Pisces.
Come and get your children. And he leaves
that-
out the door. You still screaming and he gone.
That's the problem, Miss I am Pisces. This
Yeah,
is the problem. The problem is when we say men, you are a woman, okay? Stop putting your Pisces men and Pisces women are two different people. Y'all are more of the go-getters. Y'all the ones that pop off. So when people say Pisces men, leave it right there. Don't say we Pisces. We ain't talking about the women. We're talking about the men. So yeah, y'all are good people. But we're talking about the men between that's Deanna, guys. That's Deanna. Deanna just changed the name. But that's Deanna. Right? So let's get back to the men.
Hey D, I wasn't even in the chat. Hey D.
Yeah, she just changed the name. But this story right here, I wonder what she is. They can play like that.
Damn.
I mean, she must really, she's one of the ones who really thought low about herself. And I keep trying to tell, I got some rap, man, listen.
But then again, not too long after our premarital counseling failed, he met up with
Don't be saying no name,
a relative.
Janaea.
I wasn't.
Okay.
I was bridling. I was thinking.
Man, with Shaniqua Thomas.
Right.
And,
a relative in supposed to like a distant relative. It's like one, like, you know, their cousin married my dad, so that's my cousin type of thing situation. But like a relative, essentially claiming as a relative, they met up, but this is somebody that he had a conversation or like sexual conversations with and things like that in the past.
Sexual conversations. They ain't had sex.
Ain't that some shit? God, let's go from bad to worse.
I'm telling you, it's going from
a
the
cousin,
ridiculous to the
God
sublime.
damn it.
God.
A cousin.
Cousin.
Oh, bless her, Miss Leo. I'm saying she said a cousin. So he made you think that they was family. Why? So you could be all up in her face, right? And
Sugar,
it'll be okay.
Old? Like that's the oldest. I wish a ninja would tell me wow. And what I keep tripping on is this wasn't even long ago. This was just a few years ago.
Mm-hmm.
What year did she say they barely got married in 18 or something?
Yeah, that's when they got married, but they've been together since college.
God.
So it's like their 10th, 11th year together. So he married her because he knew that regardless of what, I can do what I want to do with her.
Yep.
And then the miserable cancer that he is, he wanted to stop her happiness.
Yep. Oh, he had to.
Right. So he wanted to stop her happiness and her growth. So that was the purpose of him marrying her. So she could stay low, she could stay down, she could stay miserable and continue to worship his ego. That's the narc side of him. That was the narc side of him. That's that narcissistic side of him. Because I know he that's what you call, he can get a lot of narcissistic supply from her. So if he keep her miserable, she ain't gonna want to exercise. She ain't gonna want to do this. She ain't gonna want to do that.
And that's exactly how he wants her, sad, miserable, and frumpy.
That's why she shut it up until that book got sold, because she wants some of that money.
Who's buying that book though? Is what I want to know.
No, but
Who's
people
buying
was
that?
buying it because at the beginning she fronted with him. Remember?
Oh, she sure did. She sure did.
She said,
She
"I
was
told
faking on
my
the couch with him.
I told my son what you said." He said he got dog right. I'll try to tell you guys. Shit, they behave. They mouth. They love their fucking. But anybody else around them that they love, I don't know why they treat them bad. And every friend, majority of all their friends got nothing. And this has got nothing to do with being a covert narcissist or nothing. This is just them as a as a cancer. They got nothing but nice stuff to say. Oh, yo, he be looking out. Yo, he there when I need him. But the people who love them like got nothing but heartache.
They
But
treat like dog poo.
right, but any of their friends,
Mm-hmm.
baby, they the best friends with everybody.
Mm-hmm.
They best friends with everybody.
Except people that really love them and look out for them.
Them the ones that like be like hell.
Yep. Yep.
And then Pisces, man, they got too many friends for me. I can't deal with that.
Yep. I got to sign for a package. I'm on mute for 1 second.
Mm-hmm.
Says that they had never had sex. It didn't go past their sexual conversations and things like that, but they did meet up not too long after the marital counseling,
the premarital
counseling that we had. Minimum, you tell me that you have to get a haircut, and you didn't even do that. Not only did you not do that, you hid it from me. You sent the haircut appointment confirmation to the work email, and I'm running your emails. What kind of right? And so it was at that point where I blew up, where I was like, okay, I need to get help. I got to figure out myself. And I actually got therapy. I got 3 therapists.
You got 3? Why you need 3?
I needed all 3. All 3 of them. I got
one of them miss something, the other one pick it up.
No, he messed her up so bad. She needed 3 therapists, not 1, not 2, but 3 therapists. God damn it.
Exactly. Yes. And I did that for about 3 months until I settled on 1. And then I was with her for about 1.5 years. Yes.
So you said this was a couple of weeks before y'all said I do?
Yes.
And then after you got over that, y'all just decided to go ahead and get married at the same time. Y'all didn't change the date 2 weeks later.
Yeah, no, we did not change the date. We still got married 3 weeks later. We did it. I was pregnant actually with our son. Nobody really knew I was pregnant because I wasn't really showing that much. And I didn't tell a whole lot of people
So
I
you're
was
pregnant with the second child?
Yes, our son. And so yeah.
And so now you get pregnant. It's a trip. You're getting pregnant in trauma. It's like the first time you got pregnant, you're passing women down the stairwell or passing them as you leave. Y'all making y'all D appointments.
Yeah,
and
right.
so then you end up
8
getting
o'clock.
pregnant. You said 8 o'clock. That was your standing appointment. 8 o'clock. On what day was it?
Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. You know, listen, before that her song came out about, only on the weekend, listen, that was already going on.
That was already going on in your life.
I had to renounce that, by the way. That is not okay behavior. I do not endorse that behavior. I'm just testifying.
You're testifying right now. And so you had your standing appointment, and then you end up getting pregnant, and then I don't know what motivated him, but he will have to tell that story of what made him decide, well, let me marry her.
Yeah, I'm not sure what really prompted him.
Was his family that told him that? Was it he always promised himself that he'll never have a kid out of wedlock? I don't know what his journey is.
Well, I don't know like all of his story, but from just some conversations that we had, it was like when we were in college, I always said that I would leave and go back to Denver if like certain situations happen. I'm leaving, I'm taking the baby with me, and and that scared him. So I think it was like, okay, he's living his best life and I'm sitting up here allowing it, right? Because I'm a willing participant. And now, and so he's almost in fear that I'm going to leave because now I've sat down and had a conversation with his mom, and I'm like,
Again, what are you talking to his mother for? Where you go? I had to drop it again. Where at anything, his mother was supposed to sit up there and be like, baby girl, go. Don't give her no advice. Go over there and help her pack. Now, the lie that they told us is that she left him. But in all reality, she never left. Remember when they did that interview, he said she left and then she came back. But in all reality, she never left. She said she told him she was going to take the baby and leave. But now we know she never left. Right? So let's carry on. Let's carry on. We almost finished.
I don't have 7 years, additional years to give him. I'm tired of doing this. And nobody could really tell. Like, people were like, are she pregnant or is she not pregnant? Like, that's how I am.
I'm in love again. With this.
So we're gonna have to wait. We're gonna have to wait for part 2. Because part 2 hopefully will be out tomorrow. But you women gonna have to learn. You're gonna have to learn. You don't need nobody. Fix yourself. Fix yourself. And parents, you know what? If you know that you had a boyfriend, if you know you had a boyfriend that it was any type of abuse, or a husband that was any type of abuse, or if any way down the line, like you wasn't doing right as a parent, because we're all human. Before your child get 14 or 15, depending on when did it start, it's okay to just go to a therapist and see where your child is at. It is okay to seek a therapist to see where so if you need to fix them, do not let them go to be adults and try to be fixed. So if you know, like, they got daddy issues, you would know if they got daddy issues. So, just go on to a therapist and talk to let them talk it out. Try to, if being that you the parent, you want to catch it before they're 18 years old. If you can, try to catch it before they're 18. Even if they okay, then you will know they okay. But if you know, that's one thing parents do not think of. They don't know the impact that their children feel because of their choices. It may not be as bad as you think, but it may be terrible to the kids. It may be terrible to the kids. So if you could, because you want them at a young age to be confident, to know that they don't need nobody to validate them. Because even if they know these things, but they haven't fixed their mess, take them to a therapist, a counselor, or just a counselor, or a type of a group where they can release these feelings young. You want them to release these feelings young, so they do not take it into their adulthood. You understand? So you don't want them to take this to their adulthood. So, like I said, these are red flags. This whole entire thing is the biggest red flag from narcissistic men. And now that we know, every video that he thought, even though we was watching them, they were made for her. He was probably hoping that she'll catch the drift. She just ain't catch it. All she knew is they had money coming in. All she thought is, we got money coming in. But maybe she didn't really look and listen to his videos, because his videos was good and it was good advice. Doesn't matter if you feel he fake, if he's a phony. You cannot deny the information, that the little bit of card things that, he was on point. But maybe he was hoping that she'll well, listen, is he saying this to me? This is how I'm being treated. Is he saying this to me? But she didn't think about that. You understand what I'm saying? She didn't think about none of that. But he was giving you tips when he started his damn car chronicles. But either way, guys, I am out of here. I appreciate each and every one of you. And again, Tina Turner, I'm so sorry that you have is passed away, but you are simply the best. You're back, but we are done, baby. You're gonna have to catch the replay. You're gonna have to catch the replay, because you're gonna have to hear that. You're gonna have to hear this mess. But we are out of here. And I'll see you guys, mate, on the other side. I see you guys on the other side, on the other side, on the other side. Thank you, Paula. I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. But if it's a part 2 tomorrow, y'all better be ready for the part 2 tomorrow. But I see you guys on the other side. I appreciate each and every one of you. And you guys have a great evening. Thank you.